It's 2:53 a.m. now and I arrived in Aarhus. Tomorrow it's gonna be DevOps Days in Aarhus. So I'm ready to go for DevOps Days and well, this is the place I stay. Yeah, I'm creating a little vlog. Did you receive my slides?
Yes.
It's already my talk is going to be about feedback, and a lot of people know I probably do something DevOps. Some might know before I did something. I was organizing hardware events, and those are one of my favorite artists. They're called Drox and Neophone. They're from Holland, and they explain kind of cycle and studio rave reactions, ideate. Even their cycle got faster by having new technologies. Sometimes you will receive negative feedback, but you need to continue anyway if you believe in it. Like starting. Can you? Yeah, that's good.
Yes, everything went well. And now, yeah, I'm done.
The biggest or the best presentation for me was actually the first one. Actually, I like the presentation about how to get the culture and engagement, the production engagement up and running. Yeah.
The one from Justin Rock.
Yeah, Justin Rock. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I joined the competition at Lego. I just entered my name and then they pulled me out of the hat, I guess. And I had a colleague call me.
Is it your first DevOps Days or?
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
You should come to DevOps Days because we have awesome speakers and it's a great event to meet new people and network.
Yeah, I definitely came here for inspiration. I came here also for meeting new people that I might be able to befriend or maybe do alpha group, or what's that in English, learning groups outside of my own context and work context. A place where I can share my ideas and thoughts, and especially what we do today, which I found really interesting. The sessions that we do that talk into, I am not the only one who has a given problem. There are other people with the same problem. It's like being in a very safe place where you can share, holy shit, I made the exact same mistakes. I'm not the only person having this issue. So I think that's one of the main points, and also to learn. My God, there's so much to learn. And drink, which is a very important factor. Beers. They're heavy.
Yeah, that's good one. Yeah, DevOps Days Part 2. It's the second day, and I was staying at the campsite and having breakfast now. It's cacao, Danish cacao, and some smørrebrød. And first day was really interesting. We had open space, it was nice discussion. I met a lot of people and it was so cool to meet them in person again. I held my talk, and actually I was really excited before the talk. Even like I still had tooth pain day before, but everything went up, everything went well, so I could perform it. And the format was really challenging. I'd rather speak like 45 minutes or give it 2 hours workshop than having this Ignite talk of 5 minutes with 20 slides every 15 seconds. It's really hard to prepare and it's hard to hold. So actually for 5-minute work, you are more excited like standing there an hour. So day 2 gonna be interesting. We're gonna start with a talk from the Lego group, who are talking about how to do DevOps at the Lego group. And that's what I don't want to miss, because yeah, Lego is a famous company. You know, I play a lot with Lego as a child. When I was 12, I had my castles. And yeah, nowadays I got some Scrum teams implemented in Lego. You can watch my videos, for example, roles in RTE or roles in Safe, or yeah, how people act with each other. I build them in Lego sometimes. So I'm curious how to DevOps at the Lego group today. That's what I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna join open space sessions. Maybe I do one, what has been your greatest fuck up and how do you fix it? And yeah, see to meet more people, have more discussions, which is really good to have them in person again. And I'm really happy I could be part of DevOpsDays Aarhus 2022. I think I need to record more myself.
Ooh, nice one. Technologies is there are raffle winners.
Yes, and maybe we should have Epicode on the stage first to announce their winners of the nice little drone.
We are here from DevOpsDays Aarhus, where Jon has just given an excellent lightning talk. So you should go find them on YouTube when they're available, and otherwise continue reading his blog.
As that guy was, he's just explain.
For some people, networking, yeah, definitely. Networking, definitely.
Good, I guess. Why you joined the organizer team of DevOpsDays?
Well, because it's the first time trying to have it in Aarhus, and I think it's a great opportunity. I love doing events and talking with interesting people.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Actually, DevOpsDays are over. The last speakers are leaving next to me. And yeah, it was an interesting conference. I met a lot of people. I held myself a talk. It was about feedback, and it was really nice to be here in Denmark. And after the conference, I had like 2 guys that are now gone and didn't want to be on the video. They were a bit sad. They told me, yeah, we learned so much stuff and saw so much stuff, but how to apply it at our company, because our company is, well, maybe not as cool moving as Lego as we saw it on the DevOpsDays, and one of the very cool companies adopting everything. And then I asked them, yeah, well, do you have the need for adopting this stuff? Why do you want to adopt it? And then they came out like they're going to be having a market being faster, and that's the reason why they can't work further the way they're going. They're going now, like being slow and conservative, not adopting new technologies. Their ability to actually iterate faster, to introduce stuff faster, which comes all with DevOps. And then I asked them, like, do you have problems at your company, technical problems, issues, whatever? And they say, yeah, of course we have. And I was like, okay, if you want to adopt new technologies, ask you which problem are you solving with it, because that's like the most important practice. You can adopt DevOps for like being cool because everybody's doing DevOps. You can get a high score on the DevOps radar and tell everyone, oh, now we adopt all these cool DevOps technologies. But actually, what do you win if you do it? So you should adopt the things which are solving your problems. And a good thing about is like solving the problems which are big serve and where the things fit the most one. So if you do to a conference and see all the new stuff, your thought should be like, which problem can I solve with this one? And then you can adapt a new method or a new technology to adopt this thing. If you start with DevOps, like one thing are blameless postmortems, for example, you can adapt it every company, and if you have problems and incidents, you can just start with it. Requires no technology. For the other things, you can try to do it in a lower state, like do it on testing systems or non-productive systems. Example, you want to start in cloud, start with the testing system in the cloud or on Kubernetes or whatever. So start small, try to get people on board, try to get people convinced that these new methods you heard on a conference are not actually just stuff people tell because it's cool. It is actually stuff where you can choose things out which solve your problems. So far that's my after a call from DevOpsDays. I will make some other videos about the conclusion about it. It has been a very cool conference. It has been very cool to be in Denmark again, see a lot of people. You could actually see interesting companies. For me, 2 talks being really interesting and having complete different solutions at one point was Lego and Falk. Falk is hosting Danish ambulance and fire brigade and all kind of stuff. So a healthcare emergency company. And they had different approaches, like Lego had like, why should we run other people's software? And Falk had, we want to run all software on all systems. So I will give a conclusion about it. You will be able to see the talks at DevOpsDays Aarhus at their YouTube channel aligned in a few days. And well, if you want to join the DevOpsDays conference, actually the DevOpsDays conference has been the birthplace of the DevOps movement. So the first thing of DevOps was DevOpsDays. I don't know which one. I think it was in America, hosted by John Wills, but I'm not completely sure. And there in a lot of cities you can volunteer as a speaker or you can come as a guest. And the good thing about this conferences is they're not so expensive. They are like $250 or which they use. So it's a community one, not organized for profit, and that makes it so cool. So see you next video of mine, or maybe next DevOpsDays. There's going to be another one in Denmark, in Copenhagen next year. See you and subscribe my channel.
Next year is going to be
in Copenhagen, and that will also be awesome.